I want to start this video off by saying that the BMW i8 is the best looking BMW of all time. Like from their very first to their very last. Like the i8 trumps everything in terms of exterior beauty. Like the only car I can put next to the i8 is the M8 competition. And aside from that, there is no other BMW car that comes close to the i8 in terms of exterior beauty. But with all its glory and beauty, and with some people going to the extent of calling it the future, why did it flop? And why did it get so many bad feedbacks? And ultimately, why did BMW stop making them? Well, in this video, you are going to be discussing that. I am Meno, and this is my YouTube channel. And in this channel, we talk cars and all things cars. So if you're interested, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Watch this video to the end, and if you like it, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. And with that said, thank you for tuning in, and let's get the video started. First of all, what is the BMW i8? Well, the BMW i8 is a two-door, four-seater plug-in hybrid sports car from BMW. Calling it a four-seater might be a stretch, but it still has 4 seats. It was first introduced in 2013 at the Frankfurt Motor Show and was later released in 2014 with a price tag of $150,000. The i8 is powered by a 1.5-liter twin-turbo 3-cylinder engine with 2 additional electric motors mounted on the front axle, making it all-wheel drive. And altogether, the system makes 369 horsepower and 420 pound-feet of torque. And this is something some people might call impressive or maybe a hardcore sports car powertrain. But why did it ultimately flop? Well, it all boils down to 4 main reasons. I know there are many other reasons, but these are the 4 main reasons that made the i8 flop and why people didn't buy them that way and why ultimately BMW stopped making them. Coming over to reason number 1, which is lack of performance. It lacks a lot in performance. Like I said earlier, it only makes 369 horsepower and 420 pound-feet of torque from its tiny hybrid system. And that does not give it enough performance to compete with the other cars in its category like the R8, the Challenger, the M series, the 911 series. And these are cars from back then, like 2014, like cars that it was competing with in 2014. If you're including from 2019 cars to 2024 cars, we have a lot of options. We have the Seat Corvette, the M8 competition, have the Vantage, we have the Carrera 4S, we have many, we have the Emira, we have many cars in this category and for this price point that can actually beat the i8 every day of the week in performance. And it was not looking good for the i8. On a good day with a good driver, even with its all-wheel drive system, the i8 can only manage 4.4 seconds 0 to 60, and on a prep surface, on a good condition, and with a very good driver, it can only manage 13 seconds quarter-mile time with a maximum top speed of 155 miles an hour. And this is what some people might call impressive, but compared to the other cars in this category and for this price point, it seems like you're paying way more for way less. And now, going over to reason number 2, which is the practicality aspect. And when I talk about practicality in the i8, well, it doesn't necessarily mean practicality in terms of cargo space. No, it's the other areas, like getting in and out of the car. Well, the i8 was built on a concept design, and the way the doors were built, like it was cool. It had the butterfly doors that go up, and yeah, it goes in line with the design, but it was packaged in such a way that makes it difficult to go in and out of the car. And to some people, it might take getting used to, but overall, it's going to be very hard to just slip in and out of the car as with the car with a normal door. Another practicality issue of the BMW i8 is that if you drive it every day or you daily it means that you're going to be doing monthly services on it, and it means that you're going to be taking it to the mechanic to fix and to do some minor jobs to make sure everything is running smoothly for your everyday use. And the way the car was built and packaged makes it really hard for your everyday mechanic to work on it, although they might find their way around it. But the most reliable option is to take it to the BMW dealership to fix it, and that's going to cost you a lot of money. And everybody knows the BMW reliability issue meme, and I think that's why most people looking to buy a BMW i8 look for the ones with a warranty on it, because they don't want to buy this car, wire the money, then drive it down the road the next day to like realize it has some issues that is going to cost them a lot of money to fix. I know there's a lot of supercars and sports cars that suffer with this hard to fix issue, or maybe expensive to fix issue, but the case of the BMW i8 is different. You see, the BMW i8 is the first of its kind, BMW's first plug-in hybrid sports car, which was a new thing back then in 2014. And given the fact that it also has like this locked away internals, which is very, very hard to access, and the fact that it's complicated, a new technology, and maybe you can count in that the BMW meme got the best of some people. Well, it makes it really, really hard for people to commit to owning a BMW i8. I don't know if you understand what I mean. And also, there's a lot of issues that people were bringing up about the BMW i8 that I want to debunk. Some people say the back seats are not big enough to fit anybody, the cargo space, this and that, they are not enough. Well, who buys a sports car to carry more than one person along? Nobody. Who buys a sports car for cargo space? Nobody. So it's not even worth mentioning. The back seats are just there if you want to use it as cargo space, maybe put luggages or maybe groceries in there. And it's not meant to carry a lot of stuff or maybe carry a lot of people. So it's not worth mentioning. Coming over to reason number 3, and that is the BMW i8 is no fun. And when we talk about fun, we consider factors like sound, speed, how responsive is the car, and how easy is the car to drive. And starting off with sound, take a listen. The BMW i8 does not sound good, and the sound you hear from the inside are speakers, and that does not really count as sound because the sound from the 3-cylinder engine is no good. And in terms of speed, it's very, very fast. It's fast, but it's not fast enough to make you excited or anything, and you cannot really count that as fun. And in terms of how responsive it is, in terms of maybe handling and throttle response, well, feedback like people give, like said, it handles like a sports car, and that's like a good pass for the i8. Nothing crazy and nothing too excited about in terms of response and all that. And although it has 4-wheel drive system, but it does not give you that kick, that like throttle response of electric vehicles. And in terms of how easy it is to drive, well, I've been hearing a lot of bad stuff about the i8, but never have I heard someone complain that it was really, really hard to drive. And that's why some people go as far as to daily drive this car. So I can't really say it's bad to drive because no one has ever mentioned it. And yeah, overall, it's not that fun. It's not fast enough. It does not sound good. The response is nothing too special. And easy to drive is the only aspect you can say it flourishes. But overall fun, it's no fun. There was a way that the BMW i8 could be redeemed, and that is if it was a good tuner car. But the BMW i8 is not a good tuner car. In case you don't know, tuner cars are cars that you can modify to make it go faster or maybe to increase the performance at least. And the BMW i8 is not a good tuner car. There are cars that did good but not good enough initially, or did really, really bad initially. But when people realized and discovered that you can squeeze out a huge amount of power from them and they can hold it, they became mainstream and they became really, really popular. Like the Nissan GTR, the Supra, the M series, like R8, those cars, they were fast and they did really, really good, but they became really, really popular. Like they did really, really well when people discovered that you can tune them up to make so much power and they could go so much faster. Like, how much can you squeeze out from the 3-cylinder engine of the BMW i8? Not much. And it's not looking good for the i8. Now, the fourth and the final reason, which is the price. The BMW i8 has a starting price of $150,000 and it goes up to $170,000 for the Spider. And in case you don't know, that's a lot of money. That's a huge sum of money. And it all boils down to value for money. What value are you getting for the $150,000 price tag you're going to be paying for the i8? Well, you're not going to be getting the best powertrain. You're not going to be getting the best performance, nor luxury, nor comfort. Like, in my opinion, the only thing you're getting the fullest is the looks and the design, like the show off. But other than that, this is the main reason why I think the BMW flopped so much. Like, if you overlook every other issue I mentioned in this video and come to the price and they tell you that it's worth $150,000, it's going to be a massive deal breaker, like a huge deal breaker. Like, there's a lot of cars you can buy that are actually better. Like, you can buy for way cheaper price that are actually better than the BMW i8. And this is the reason why it flopped so hard. And nobody's going to be willing, like, most people are not going to be willing to pay this some amounts of money for a car that gives you less performance than a car you can get for $60,000 or $70,000. And in my opinion, this is the main reason why it flopped. In conclusion, the BMW i8 is a good entry-level sports car, and now I can say it's worth considering because the price has gone down by over 50%. You can get a BMW i8 for like $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 now, and this is one of those cars that you should at least own once in your life. You can of course keep it for a very long time, but you should at least own it once in your life, and that's of course if you have the money. And I guess this is what happens if a concept car goes into production without much thought into how it would perform in the real life scenarios. And this is one of those cars that we can confidently say was ahead of its time. They came way too early. And do I believe that the BMW i8 could be revived? Yes. And do I believe that it's going to come out better? Yes. But till then, we just have to wait and see. And with that, we've come to the end of the video, guys. If you like the video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel, and if there's anything you think I missed out on the video, let me know in the comment section down below. And if there's any video you want me to make, or maybe you want to add your thoughts or maybe your own word, tell me what you think led to the flop of the BMW i8 in the comment section down below. And with that said, thank you for watching and thank you for tuning in, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out and stay safe.